And so yeah, basically what that shows is why the CIA grew the Beach Boys in a secret lab in Colorado to replace the Beatles' total radio domination in the United States.
Talk about a British invasion. I had no idea that's what was really in Ringo's drum kit. I mean, it makes sense now why the Beach Boys skin always looks so smooth.
Oh dang, the cameras are on. If anyone heard any of that, just pretend you didn't.
And don't pay specific attention to every third word of Yellow Submarine, or you'll be infected by the McCartney mind virus as well.
Anyways, welcome back to Austin Underground, your favorite artist, favorite TSTV show. We're your hosts. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Risha. We have a great show for you tonight, playing some games, having some cozy corners, and making some serious ranking decisions. It's all so great and so full of mental action that we could only call it, does anyone have an aspirin? I have a HeadAUche.
Yep, I can get one in the break for you. But first, let's roll that intro.
Thank you, Trevor.
You're watching Austin Underground.
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 And you're watching Austin Underground.
Now it's time for the music news, in which we sift through the various music-related stories of the last week and see what's good enough to air.
Unfortunately, this week almost nothing newsworthy has happened in the music world that doesn't involve Kanye West, and VJ really doesn't want to FCC approve that. So let's just chat about some of the news releases this week.
We've got to cover a sad loss we learned about yesterday. Roberta Flack, the Grammy-winning singer behind songs like The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face and the all-time classic Killing Me Softly with his song, has passed away at the age of 88. Flack was a beloved mentor figure in the industry and a remarkable showwoman in her own right, and will be remembered by fans for years to come as one of the greats.
And on a lighter note, a new program is promising some big bucks to experienced jazz legends. The new Jazz Legacies Fellowship from the Andrew Mellon Foundation is offering a sum of $100,000 to 20 jazz musicians of retirement age to help with travel costs, recording fees, and general support that may not be offered in the industry, especially to older players. You know, Risha, I might apply for that fellowship myself.
Oh yeah?
Totally. They used to call me Troublesome Trev back in the day. I was a really cool cat on all the horns. Plus, I'm like 83 years old, so I think I can qualify.
Well, then I look forward to seeing the application video.
Do you want me to scat a little for you?
Moving on. Now to a quick roundup of releases this last week, all vetted and approved as worth at least a listen.
First up is the debut album from Saya Gray, a Toronto-born singer and songwriter. Saya is an odd album, but undeniably beautiful, going from lo-fi and haunting vocals in one song to high-strung guitar solos in the next. Very cool stuff.
Sam Fender's third album, People Watching, was also out last Friday. Newcastle-born singer has been resembling Britain's response to Bruce Springsteen and more as time goes on. And on the stadium-worthy album, he hits a good place between the down and depressing lyrics from the north of England and the stirring guitar anthems he has become famous for.
New Tate McRae, Doji, Blonde Shell, Bon Iver, and an 8-hour Severance-themed Odessa track round out this week, but it could be Fontaine's DC's new single, It's Amazing to Be Young, that takes the cake. You can really hear the Cure influence here, and it's a really rousing B-side to one of last year's best albums from the Dublin-based band.
Well, enough of the news. Let's move on to Trevor, are you feeling that?
Feel what?
The air, it's thin all of a sudden, having trouble breathing.
Sounds like you need an inhaler. A good thing McKenna and Anna are here to give us a cozy all about the band's new album.
No, I need
Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm McKenna.
And today we'll be talking and ranking our favorite songs from Inhaler's newest album, Open Wide.
Yes, and so let's just
To
start.
begin, yes.
So my first ranking is Billy, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah.
Okay, that's also my favorite track. Billy, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah is
stole my
the
heart.
best song in the world.
Yeah.
Simply put.
No, it grew on me. It grew on me over time because I've been a Your House lover from the beginning. From
And
the
we knew that.
moment the single came out, I've been dancing along to that, like that one video of Scarlett Johansson in the rain. So that's my favorite one.
Right. No, Billy, Yeah, Yeah, I was like playing, because that's the song that's Bobby's favorite song, and Bobby is my favorite person in this world. And that's the song that was like the snippet of his post when they were like teasing the album. So that's my
It's
song.
iconic.
I love that song.
Yes. What's your?
My second song is Open Wide, title track of the album. And I know you have strong opinions on that one, but I love that song. It's like the song.
Go ahead.
Go
No
ahead.
words for me. When it first came out, I did say, I don't know how this got out of the studio.
And that hurt me deeply.
Because there's a part in the song where his vocals don't land, in my opinion.
It lands perfectly.
Which besides that, amazing production. But it grew on me.
It's that before Billy Yeah, Yeah came out, like that was the song in the world for me. It still is.
For
I
some
love
people.
her. Wow. Okay. Well, I think what was your second?
Oh, my second was Your House, but everyone expected that.
That's fine.
But I've been hyperfixating on Billy, yeah, so Your House is normally at the top. But
I
Billy's
fuck
getting
with-
its spotlight
yeah.
today.
I like Your House, but yeah.
And what would be your third?
Third is X-Ray, because that's also like
Yeah.
that's a that's a delicious song.
That's a song. If
That's
you
a
were to look
song.
up song in Merriam-Webster dictionary,
It's
X-Ray by Inhaler would be on there.
And Bobby's newest caption from his newest post was literally like the lyrics from X-Ray. He was like,
which is
currently
iconic.
chaining myself to myself to your soul. That's what it is. I love it. I love it so
It's
much.
so good. My third is Still Young, and I know that it's not the favorite amongst a lot of people, but every time I listen to it, it's like I have a cigarette, and I'm just pondering on life. And it feels like a U2 song, and
It does
I
feel like a
love
U2
that era of
song.
music, so it's really special to me. It just feels like
I like
nostalgia
Still
in a song.
Young. I like it.
And then
It's just not
X-Ray
my
was my
fave.
fourth, so
Okay.
we're up there.
Yeah.
We're up there. We're up.
My Billy, yeah. My fourth song is The Charms, because that's such a cutie, lovey-dovey song, and I was listening to it during Valentine's week, and I love that song.
It's cute. I like that song.
You can
That one
relate.
hasn't become a song to me yet.
Oh,
I
wow,
know.
okay.
I know. But it's still up there, and it's still very good.
Right. And what was your fifth?
My fifth
Or
is
fourth? That was my fourth.
because my fourth is X-Ray, but my fifth is A Question of You, and I love that one.
That's my fifth as well.
Cousins.
Wow. We live together. Yeah, that's also like a song where it's like it came out and I was like, I can dance to Inhaler
Immediately.
now, and they didn't used to
Immediately.
have that back in the day.
No, they're older albums. You put them on and you just walk
Like
and you
you
think that
cry.
you're so cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Oh, indie. Oh.
yeah. Okay, let's speed through everything else we have.
Okay, and then which is really silly, I put Eddie in the Darkness right smack dab in the middle, which is silly because the first time that I heard Eddie in the Darkness, all I could think about was Eddie Munson in Stranger Things, and I couldn't think of anything else. But then once I sort of took Eddie Munson out of the conversation, I fell in love with the song, and so I feel like
That's my dead last
yeah.
song.
So it's
I just can't listen to anything because it's called Eddie in the Darkness, and the song goes, Eddie, he's in the darkness.
but it's good. It's so good. Besides that,
I have Your House next. Well,
Okay.
actually, I have All I Got Is You, and then Again, and those are like beautiful songs, and I love them. And then
Yes.
the rest is just the rest at this point.
and then I have Eddie in the Darkness. All I Got Is You. Open Wide. Open Wide used to be the bottom song, but now it's like fifth to last, which I think that's progress for it.
And I think that
it's
wraps
growing
us
on
up.
me. Yes.
I have Your House, even though Concrete Little Things, shout out One Direction, and Still Young, and then Eddie at last. But yeah.
Very
Back
good
to the
album.
hosts.
Wow. Inhaler. I might have to go listen to that. Risha, what do you think? Risha? Risha? Oh, yikes. Looks like she did really need that inhaler after all. Maybe just give us a minute while I resuscitate her. Risha, are you okay?
Oh, I thought it was a goner there. You know, we've got to stop this epidemic of bands being named after real-world things. It's getting too confusing. The Doors, Spoons, Cranberries, Car Seat Headrest, Flaming Lips, Talking Heads, stuff you see all the time. Teen Jesus and the Gene Teasers. Just give it a rest. And go back to being weird, you know?
Are you alright?
Well, I'm a little shook up. If I see that son of Bono, I'll give him a piece of my mind.
Well, right. Well, let's play a little game, shall we?
As we're all students here, it's only fitting that we think about the overlap of music and school, whether it's RTF or advertising or RTF or government or RTF or PR.
And business?
We here at AU cover a pretty wide range of majors at UT. But what about our favorite artists? What classes would they be taking here?
Profound questions indeed, Risha. And here's to play a game of matchmaker. It's Kaylee, Liv, Peyton, and VJ.
Hello, welcome. So I have written down 11 majors that are offered at UT and 11 musicians that are not at UT. And we're going to match what musician's vibe matches what major. How you guys feeling?
I'm excited.
Yeah? Okay. So we'll just start with the musician, and we have all of the majors in front of us, and we'll see which one goes with which. Okay, so starting off strong, Imagine Dragons. So the major options we have are advertising, nursing, philosophy, business, Plan 2, which is like liberal arts something, acting, education, women's and gender studies, engineering, and RTF, of course. So, Imagine Dragons and all of these. Where do we feel like they go? I feel like they're kind of cringe, so maybe like,
They could be business.
they could be business, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say business because they're like cringe, but they're like they work. Like they're
They like get their money. They get the money.
I planned out my answers.
So
I did say business for a different person that I think fits better.
Okay.
So personally, I would say engineering, advertising, double major. But
Whoa.
I do see business.
No, I do kind of get engineering vibes from
They're
them.
like techie kind of.
Not to like offend all of you, but also RTF. Like,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the boos from the crowd.
You guys are better pick for RTF later on.
Okay, real.
That's interesting.
Okay, so I feel like maybe we could settle on engineering or business. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Which one?
Down for
Maybe
you.
we'll like put that there and we can lock it in later.
Okay, we'll put down engineering and business for Imagine Dragons, as far as we know. Okay, David Bowie.
Bowie, I said Plan 2.
I agree.
Plan 2,
Because
like,
Plan 2 is
very
so like liberal arts, like they
ethereal.
don't really know what they're doing. They're doing cool stuff.
I mean,
They
I
do
think
some cool stuff. They just do lots of different stuff. It just sounds like fancy. Oh yeah, that
wanna
is
claim
isn't
that
that
for
is
myself.
VJ's major, so don't want to dog him.
I can really give David Bowie vibes.
Oh yeah, no, David Bowie is totally Plan 2.
It's totally. Yeah.
But I kind of agree with that, just because he's so whimsical, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll go. Okay, so next is Frank Sinatra.
That's what I said
This one-
business for. 'Cause he's wearing a suit. He's like, he's there. He's businessy.
He's got a suit on.
Who else is wearing a suit?
The Dare.
Well, yeah.
philosophy or acting.
Oh, that's interesting. I kind of feel the
I do
philosophy
see
vibe.
philosophy.
Yeah.
Acting, yeah, acting makes. But would he be a acting?
Maybe we could leave him over here for now, you know, and like not settle on him until later.
sure,
I don't know, because it seems like we have a lot of different ideas. This one I'm excited for. Claro.
Clara.
RTF.
Claro RTF. Claro Women's and Gender Studies.
That's what I was thinking was that or English. And if it was
English. Oh, I forgot to write down English. That was
Wait.
supposed to be one of them.
Oh, English.
I
was-
said
English.
sustainability major.
Oh,
Like,
that's true.
I think she'd be poetry specifically, like English.
Poetry, that's
you know,
so real.
I could see that.
Okay, we'll
But
say
women's
that
and gender
Claro
studies.
is English.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like that's
okay.
the vibe. Okay, Claro is an English major.
Oh, we can pick anything.
Weezer!
Okay.
Oh,
Now that's
RTF! That's RTF! Weezer and RTF are
Honestly,
like
I have
two
no
peas in a
idea.
pod.
That's beautiful.
That makes so much sense, I feel like.
Wow.
Alright, our queen chaperone,
Women's and gender
Acting.
studies.
women's and gender studies. I feel
Chapels.
like definitely women's and gender studies are acting.
Yeah.
It has to be one
Okay,
of those,
I
right?
I thought theater for a minute, but I was like, theater in a theater major sense though? I don't know.
It's not cool enough.
But
She could be
well, she
like
does not very
costume design.
like like I feel like her
One of my best friends is a costume design major.
that's true. What I was gonna
Come
say
on,
is
guys.
the chapel I picture in high school going into college isn't like
I'm gonna act.
It's Kaylee.
And then she- huh?
Not you, Kaylee. It's Kaylee, not Chapel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
It's
we have the
Kaylee being
same
like,
name.
I'm gonna be a theater major. I don't know.
Well, okay,
I
so
guess I can see that.
some Kayleys actually did think that, okay?
I kind of could see also maybe crazy pick, but nursing. I feel like she'd be like,
right? It's like slight, like really cool, but also like slight mean girl vibes. No, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe
Oh
that's
my God.
controversial.
We're not
She's a
saying
friend of the
Controversial.
show.
No, she's a friend of the show, but like.
My close personal friend. Actually.
Okay, so where do we want to put her?
Nursing.
Nursing.
Oh,
Do we
no,
put-
it seems like acting is more.
acting. I feel like acting
Yeah.
kind of makes
Oh,
sense for her.
actually,
Women's and
because
gender
I'd say
studies.
the next person is more.
Oh, we gotta go fast.
Yeah.
Low key.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go
nursing.
women's and gender studies.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put Chapel
I
for
also
women's
agree.
and gender studies.
Dochi would be
Dochi's
acting.
acting.
Okay, Dochi, another friend of the show. Dochi is definitely acting. Like we see the and
Yeah.
English. Yes,
Or like
definitely.
pre-law.
Definitely, I agree
Should
with
do all
that.
three.
All right. So next we have the Dare. This is who I thought was gonna be like maybe honestly maybe advertising because like
I
it's
can
like
see that.
business vibes but not as much work.
Okay.
It's like business vibes but not as much.
But what
like,
about the fact that
grinding.
he's pretentious? So philosophy.
Oh, that you make
Combine
an
them together.
Business and
oh plan two, another plan two. Okay, we'll put the Dare under advertising
Yeah, I
for
see
now.
that.
Okay, Sabrina Carpenter.
Can I say psychology BA?
Oh.
She
I
would
can
be.
see that.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you kind of hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was thinking more literally with white girl nursing.
Yeah, I feel like nursing also fits. Okay, we gotta. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter will put as nursing, and then Daft Punk. I personally felt like was business. That's kind of who I was picturing, or like engineering. I didn't write that
I
one
see
down, but like,
engineer-
oh yeah, I did write that one down. Okay, this is our major matchup, and we hope you enjoyed and did not get offended. And we're gonna send it back to the hosts.
Christian has asked me to say that if she went here, Katy Perry would be majoring in. Oh no, I can't say that on air. Maybe instead we could say that the Beatles would be majoring in entomology.
No. Remember what I was telling you? They were born and bred in Liverpool to create the second British Empire, stretching out to conquer the whole solar system. They were trained in the studies of karate, top 40 hit making, and geopolitical domination only.
Alright, forgot that was a sore subject.
We all owe our lives to surfing in the USA, and God only knows. And I'm tired of people not appreciating the Beach Boys.
Well, how about we have some show and tell while we gather ourselves again? We've got some of the biggest collectors of the AU crew here to show off their favorite vinyls, records, vinyls, some big old discs. Here's Emerson, Uriel, Kaylee, and Kai.
Hello. So we are. So welcome back. We are going to.
We're talking about our records. It's
Talk
a
about
show
it's
and
a
tell.
yes, show and tell. We brought
Show and tell. With an
Shay
W
you,
and
Shay
tell.
you, W and tell.
We're gonna ride that one out.
I'm so excited.
Should we start with Emerson?
Yes,
I'm
Emerson.
cool. Okay,
Let's go
well,
on the line.
Oh.
We'll wait a
Oh,
second.
yeah.
So we're actually on hold.
We're awesome.
Because we're
and
too cool. But yeah,
holding,
we're really.
and we're holding, and that's a great movie. The way back. I'm just gonna hold this up.
let everyone give it a look see while
We'll plug our first ones. Yeah. Really.
You're good.
Okay, we're good. All right. So
this album is called You Ain't Never Lied, and when we went to ACL, some of the AU people, me being one of them, I got to interview Vanilla is Black, and they were really nice. They were really awesome, and as they were walking up to greet us, they presented us with this album, which I had been listening to on repeat. Molly and I got to see their set. It was hard to see, a lot of stuff because we were doing a lot of work, and they were amazing. It's really fun, upbeat, dance, DJ beats, great bass. I love the album art.
I'm obsessed with that. Yeah, the album art immediately caught my eye. That's amazing.
Yes, it's awesome. Mezcal is my favorite song of theirs right now. So yeah.
That's so sick.
Cool. You wanna?
Yeah, my first one is Masterpiece by Big Thief. I'm huge Big Thief stan, and this album is really cool because it's green. Boom.
Cute.
It's green, and that's my favorite color. And this is always on my record player. This album specifically is always just sitting there. I love how she looks like Winona Ryder. That's a big plus.
Whoa, I'm never gonna see that the
right?
same again.
No, literally. But yeah, this album is amazing. Paul is one of my favorite songs of all time. It has velvet rings on it. Right. It's so beautiful. This is just such a great chill album to have on the background, whatever you're doing. So yeah, that's my first one.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. So here I have Arca's debut album from 2014, hand-numbered and signed by her.
Oh my god.
I don't want to talk about how much this costed.
Oh my god.
It's an unofficial pressing that only was limited to 500 copies.
I was gonna say,
and it comes with
the 15 out of 500.
Oh yes, 15 out of 500. I wasn't there. I was 10. I bought it.
That's amazing.
It comes with a 10-inch record that has 2 bonus songs that have recently made it on streaming. It's the only time you could get them back then, so it was pretty cool. Here's the album cover.
So cool. What the heck?
I don't know if this is appropriate, but we're just gonna show it anyways. So I don't know. Arca's debut album is really good. It's very ambiental, very special. But if I'd like to recommend one song from it, it would be "Now You Know," the opening track. Amazing way to start your debut.
That's great. That's really cool. I love that album.
That's really neat.
Thank you.
Mine I just got a few weeks ago, actually. It's also my most recent pickup. So I went to a Lamelda show, and an up-and-coming artist I enjoy, Greg Mendez, who I highly recommend everyone listens to. He's kind of between Alex G and Elliott Smith. Really cool guy. I got to meet him after the show. He signed it. I don't know if you can see. He asked everybody their names to sign it personally. I thought that was really sweet. I feel you don't see a lot of artists doing that. But yeah, check it out. Listen to Alone by him and Maria. They're very great tracks.
That's amazing. And that's such a cool art style to have on your album art too. I love that.
Yeah, I really like it. I don't know what you'd call that, but I don't know. I like it a lot.
I love it.
I love it. You like it, I love it. Okay, so next up I have, oh gosh, we gotta speed run this. So following up with signed albums, I have these two. This is Pop Music by Remo Drive. I got to see this concert. It was one of my first emo concerts. It's super upbeat. And Eric Paulson, the lead singer and guitarist, signed it, which was really awesome. And then this one was from my mom's, and I went to see this concert, and it was really sweet when I was a sophomore in high school, and Johnny, the lead singer of the drums, signed it. It's Abysmal Thoughts. Perfect. It's finally sunny outside, so this is a good one.
I love that. My last albums are Norman freaking Rockwell by Lana. I got this from a record label I interned at. They were like, here you go, and they gave me a bunch of free vinyls, so this was one of them, and it's very near and dear to my heart from that time period, and just the album is so good. This was the first vinyl I ever got. It's Etta James at Last. I got it when I lived in Seattle, and it is so meaningful to me. This album holds a dear and near place in my heart. Really? Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And this is Giant Steps by John Coltrane. My boyfriend gave this to me when we first started dating, and it's another one that just holds so much space in my heart, and it's such a great album. Yay. Okay, that's all.
Alright, so this I got Sophie's Hard and Lemonade single.
That's crazy.
It's out of press. So basically, for her products, she released singles instead of a full album. My best friend bought me this for my birthday for $200+. We have an addiction over here.
That's a true friend.
Yeah.
That's a true
friend.
And
it's honestly one of my favorite songs ever. It's one of our favorite songs. It's really beautiful.
That's incredible.
Brat, y'all know her. But as we know, I think Brat's a really interesting record because this is the Spotify exclusive. It's a picture disc, as you can tell. And Brat's really cool because you actually have to tear it open to enjoy it. Oh, look, and there's like a little lyric in here. And it has a really cute die cut.
Wait, that's so cool.
And then, final one I'm going to show because
Oh, yeah.
we're in a rush here, is the Challenger soundtrack. Very beautiful. But what my favorite part is, if I can get to it, is that it comes with little action figure, not action figure cards, what's it called?
Are you serious?
Cards, like cards, hold on, y'all.
Like little posters?
Like little cards and stickers.
Oh my gosh.
So here it is, signed by the, like, that is the cutest way to package something ever.
Okay,
And there's
so
cool. You got it.
This is Frank Ocean's Blonde. I had Frank Ocean's post notifications on for like 6 years so I could like wake up on time to get this. It's only been repressed once, I believe, and I got it. And it's so beautiful.
That's amazing.
Obviously, I could never get the original like black and white Coachella pressing, so this was the most like best thing I could ever get. And yeah, great album, changed my life. Listen to it.
Yay! Those are our albums. We're going to send it back to the hosts. Thank you.
Sorry about before. I just hate those liver purulins.
It's all good. Although, I see now why they called you Troublesome Trev in the old days.
That's how I met them. We were playing at the same club in Berlin in '62. Backstage, I saw what John Lennon looked like without the wig and glasses on.
What did you see?
I'll tell you, but only if we turn off the cameras.
Sorry, viewers, but I've got to know. We'll be back after the break. Oh my god.
I told you.
I don't think I can give any more wacky puns after those revelations. I understand the real Cold War now. Area 51 and 52, the Green Men and the Bowl Cuts and the Yellow Submarine.
All praise Brian Wilson.
All praise Brian Wilson.
I can take over for you, don't worry.
Yeah,
This next segment is pulling together the biggest haters in AU to, well, hate on the genres and artists they hate the most. Here's Belle, Kai, Callie, and Ray.
Hi everybody, we're here to spread hate and misinformation.
Misinformation I don't know about because I truly believe that my opinions are valid and correct.
We'll see what the so-called tolerant left has to say about it. Okay, let's just all go ahead and start saying genre or artist first.
Ooh, I have a couple of genres, but mostly artists.
Okay.
Okay, I have a mixed bag, so we can just kind of go in line, I guess.
Go for it.
I have an artist and it's associated with a genre, but I hate Korn and by extent all of nu metal. Like, I just think like, I'm sorry guys, I couldn't get into it. I think metal's a hard genre to get into, but nu metal is like, can I say, I want to say this word, I don't know if I can, I'm going to say it anyway. It's a bastardization of everything that is good about metal.
You can say
You
that.
know what, I kind of would agree with that. Korn is like, I'm mixed on them, but like for someone who got into metal a little bit later, it was harder because of nu metal at first. Because that's what they push, and why are we pushing that?
Much more accessible versions of metal.
I guess I can go next. I usually listen to like the same, let's say like 5 or 6 songs on repeat, but whenever I'm somewhere where I cannot control the music, I've been frequenting Bennu, the coffee shop, a lot, and when it hits like 9 p.m. they start playing this like Geometry Dash music, and I'm like trying to do my essays, I have my headphones on, and I can still hear, and like I see those shapes like jumping up and down, you know, and like I guess it's supposed to keep you like motivated. I don't even know why they're playing it, but it really bugs me. I hate that music.
I think I could lock into that personally.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's on Ox.
Someone who's made my blood boil recently, the phenomenon known as Benson Boone.
Speak on it, Diva.
So I was not familiar with Benson Boone, but if you ever heard that song that's like, please stay. Yeah, it's like the worst thing that ever happened, and half the song doesn't sound like that for some reason. The first half is kind of like boring, and then that happens, and I'm like, I don't know. We don't need to be copying Imagine Dragons, and especially bad. So.
It's a new level.
Okay, so, you know, I'm going to read this little excerpt that they have on their Spotify profile, and it says, this duo of cousins translates a fights against demons, seen and unseen, into a clever, causatic, corrosively catchy, apocalyptic version of hip-hop, pierced with punk intensity and laced with southern flows. That is a little excerpt about Suicide Boys.
Oh, that's crazy.
And to that I say, I would replace that description with the musical equivalent of white guys being like, we should start a podcast. It is so obnoxious in a way that I truly cannot understand how anyone gets any proper enjoyment out of it. There's so many different like subgenres of hip hop that deserve so much more praise than what they have, and I'm sorry.
Speak your truth.
Okay, next on the lineup, I have an artist who was highly recommended to me via TikTok. I don't understand why this artist gets pushed the way that he does there, but I have Odatari. I think Odatari makes the worst version of like electronic music you can possibly make. Worst raps, worst everything. I hate the way that it sounds. I'm tired of it. It's gross. Like, honestly, like, if you make music just to, like, for people to make edits to on the internet, I don't think that you should be making music. I think you should reevaluate your choices.
That's crazy. Well, speaking of making music for TikTok, I might get flamed here. I am a Sabrina Carpenter auntie.
I was about to say that next.
So, listen, here's the thing. We get it that you're 5 foot.
Yeah.
You don't need to be jumping to grab that mic. We do not need to be doing all that. And her music, like, her songs are good, but they're just like pop songs. And like the thing is, she's very talented. I've heard her sing things that she sang like "Hopelessly Devoted to You." She ate down. She's so talented. So why is she singing like these songs that she doesn't like? You know, I feel like she could be doing a lot more. So that's my take. I'm a Sabrina Carpenter auntie.
I would like to double down on that.
Nice.
Big hater here. Her cover of was it Good Luck Babe? What Chapel song did she cover?
Yeah.
That really was like nail in the coffin.
PMO.
Like,
PMO. Music that PMO.
Music that PMO. Yeah. What else? Stop clap music like the Lumineers.
Yeah.
And they're always at ACL. They're always, Mumford and Sons. They're always at ACL. I don't want to see them personally. Sorry.
Well, thank you for joining us in spreading hate. Back to those.
Gotta love a good hate session. But something I love is...
The Beach Boys?
Well, yes, but also musical theater.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay, I guess. It's whatever.
And I'm not the only one. We haven't dived into Broadway much on the show yet, but I'm hoping this next segment is only the first of many, until eventually all panels are theater related and we rename the show Austin Off Broadway.
Uh-oh. You're sounding a lot like Ringo.
Never mind that. Here to help rank some of our favorites is Harper, Kenna, Ray, and me.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We have our Dance Moms Pyramid here.
Yeah.
And we're joined by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I don't know if you guys can see that.
We're not afraid. We're not afraid to like say the truth. That
We're not.
Musical theater is sometimes like actually really
It's amazing.
We're embracing it. It's camp.
Amazing.
Like sometimes it's fun.
Just sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Our first musical is going to be Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
I love her.
She's good. She's good. I
She's
feel
good.
like
She's a classic.
She's a classic. I don't usually love a jukebox musical. I'm kind of tired, but I feel like they're the epitome of jukebox musicals.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some, like, I've heard of bad ones, and I've seen one, like, it's, like, a lot of times, like, when musicals aren't, like, completely original, it's like, okay, whatever, but, like, that one
They
was
kind
actually-
of make it happen.
I really love it. I love the entire vibe of it. It was also the first show that I actually saw.
Okay.
So that holds a special place in my heart. That's what got me into musicals. So
Are
I
we
would
thinking,
put
like,
that.
Now,
second tier, third tier?
For how much we love her, I feel like she needs to be on the bottom.
Oh.
I don't know. I just feel like it's like
I feel like there's better ones.
there are better ones.
I feel like we should
Here?
maybe like here.
Oh, which way is
What's
like?
the
I
difference?
feel like this
It
is the
feels like
bottom.
they're-
Or
Really?
or
I
this
was
is the
going
bottom.
Dance Mom style.
Okay, so here.
Okay, yeah, the Dance Mom style. That's the top bottom. Yeah,
Shablam.
and we can move. We can
Yeah,
move.
this is true.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have 6.
I'm sick of it.
I love. Oh.
Oh.
See, and this
That's
is what
crazy.
music is about. This is what music is about.
I personally never really got like into it. I just knew the TikTok one where they were like
The like corset.
oh no, not the corset one. What was it? But there was like a bunch of songs that were
lot of
like
them went
TikTok
famous.
they went
TikTok famous.
viral, yeah. And that's about my extent with it. But I do know that the costumes eat down.
Okay, it's good, it eats, but I'm just like, I don't know, like, I feel like there's not a lot of substance. Like, it's fun to listen to, but, like, I feel like if I were to, like, go see it, I'd be like, okay.
I get that. The reason I hold a special connection to it is because I used to do color guard, and one of my favorite color guard shows was based off of 6. And I not only love the costumes, but there was also someone who was brown playing one of the main characters in, I believe, one of the British tours that were going on. And I personally love seeing that, love the representation. So I absolutely love. And also I have most of the songs memorized. So.
Well, let's perform it. AU version of 6. Where are we putting her?
Do we like her more or less than Mamma Mia? That's the question.
We can put her next to Mamma Mia. I also
Right here?
agree with
Yeah. Okay. Next up we have Waitress.
I love that
I
musical.
love Waitress.
Beautiful.
I saw it on Broadway in New York.
Oh, you did? I saw it in San Antonio.
That's actually beautiful.
I really like Waitress.
Like, I feel like it's just, I'm not as familiar with it, but I feel like it's so, like, well-rounded. Like, this is, like, musical theater. You know what I mean?
We also need to talk about when, what's his name, Joe Sugg and Miranda Sings were in
Wait, Joe Sugg was in?
Joe Sugg did eat down. This is true. This is true. I feel like that's another
Colleen
panel.
Ballinger.
Anyway.
Not her version.
So I didn't mean to use her
Patrick
legal
Hall
name.
has been in everything.
Oh, he ate down though.
Yes.
Okay, so where's Waitress going? I personally think she should be somewhere in here.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Can we put her here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Shablam. Okay. Hamilton. We got Lynn here watching down on us.
Like, unfortunately, I think it's beautiful, perfect. I love.
like
I'm
it's great.
Like
It's one of my
I'm like
favorites.
in a resurgence. Like sometimes you love something in middle school, and sometimes you're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just good.
I hear we have to put him on. We have to put it on top because I live there.
Listen to your 14-year-old self.
Unfortunately,
They're
they're right.
We got Rent.
Beautiful.
I love Rent. What are we thinking? Or actually, let me show you the last ones
Okay.
because we don't have that much time left.
Oh.
So we have Rent, and then we have Wicked.
Wicked. I love Wicked.
I love Wicked.
Yeah, I think Wicked is like the quintessential musical theater.
But I don't
want
wanna
to put car working out every single moment. You catch me.
The movie, it translated well to the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Costume's amazing.
The music is amazing.
This is true. Are we putting Wicked here?
But I don't think Rent can.
But
be
I don't want to put Rent.
Can we put Rent next to like one of those two?
Swap them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
Sorry. No, what do you think?
I mean,
No, that
okay,
looks
I
good to
agree.
me.
Okay.
No, they're all good. The problem is none of these are like.
That's the
It's
problem.
it's a stacked pyramid.
Hamilton and Mom should be switched.
Oh.
Whoa, that's a
We
take.
have some opinions.
I'm getting word for Master Control.
Well, I guess we've
I
deep
think
it out
this
enough.
is kind of the definitive ranking.
This is
just
our
what it is.
AU official ranking. Lynn approves, and we'll go ahead and send it back to the host.
Well, that's all we've got time for.
We'll be back next week for another installment of Austin Underground with more takes from F tier to S tier and everything in between.
As long as we stay away from the Fab Four.
And we love our followers on the social medias at Austin Underground. Be sure to check out our website, austinunderground.org.
We're all over the net.
And we'll be live this time next week.
So until the final sun comes around, it's all right, and we'll keep believing in the Beach Boys to come save us. Only 2 more until they can rest.
What?
But for
But
now,
for now,
goodbye!